Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas.
Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Arizona Cardinals
and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Pulls it in at the 13. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Once again, it's Jacobs.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
What now?
Here we go on 4th down. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Murray. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Well, this defense for the Raiders, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Down right around the 25. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Man open left side is Brown. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Cardinals are on the board first here in Vegas.
Extra point good by Prater, and it's now a 7-0 game.
The score, Cardinals 7, Raiders 0.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it. But I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st down, Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Raiders are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Gets this to Waller on the crossing route.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
Darren Waller is one of the top tight ends in the NFL, and when he's healthy, he's always on pace for a 1,000-yard season. Easy play right there for him to move the chains.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
The Raiders at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the... Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw his Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. Room here to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Hunter Renfrow, 49 yards.
And the Raiders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in Week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Taken from about the 12. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Again, Murray will keep it.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Abdullah to return. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And some room to work. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a play fake. Carr. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. To throw on 2nd and 10. Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Josh Jacobs, his first rushing touchdown on the year
as they have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken from about the 12. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Shotgun now from Murray.
And this will be swung out here for counter.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Murray going to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
And here comes Abdullah on the return.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when
he rifles one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Cardinals are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals.
A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Cardinals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Prater for the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they looking for Waller, but this is intercepted.
Jalen Thompson picks it.
And the Cards are going to take possession of the football.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Everyone's eyes go to him when he nears the end zone, and that includes the coverage, who took away the easy throwing lanes and forced a high throw.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Murray a give. This is counter.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
That's complete to McBride.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. And he missed it. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys...
And that's caught inside the 30.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. 79 yards on the ground for him so far.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd and a yard, Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
A Raider first down, Carter Renfro.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Adams, the man in motion left. Carr now on 1st down. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. As the Raider kickoff unit now, as they will send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Robbie Anderson, 73 yards.
And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point good by Prater. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Taken from about the 12. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. The open man here, Renfro. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Here's Carr. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Las Vegas.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Carr. And the ball is knocked out. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, he lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so. Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. 1 second, all that remains. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken from about the 12. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Connor up the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
86 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson on for the PAT. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Murray now to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Forced out to his left. And his throw here's incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with counter. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throwing now is Murray. Open man is Anderson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Murray now on first down. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray.
Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Now Murray. Dancing to his left.
And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
On 2nd and goal. Murray. And he's got it. Touchdown. James Conner. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Cardinals are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Prater for the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away.
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
99 yards on the ground here for Jacobs, and this is a 1st down.
2021 was the first time in Jacobs' career that he failed to reach 1,000 yards in a season, but his scoring didn't slow down at all. Still finished with 9 touchdowns in 15 games, and his 28 touchdowns since he entered the league are the 5th most in the NFL.
A handoff, Jacobs running to the left, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Now they'll throw with Carr. It's caught here by Adams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, Carr.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to bring up second down. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Again, a run with counter. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's Murray. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And they'll get this down to the 10. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Here's Murray. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Carr going to give it to Jacobs.
And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. And the all-pro safety Buda Baker in on the tackle.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Carr now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 43. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Now a give to Jacobs running right.
And he's got it to about the 40.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Big 3rd down, a field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. In motion goes the tight end. Carr.
The slant connects with Devontae Adams.
And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Here's Carr.
That's to his running back, complete.
And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10.
Jacobs going to try the middle. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. A little unconventional, but another kneel down here as they work towards a field goal try. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it